BCW Halloween weekend. Hopefully you're having a good Halloween weekend, my friend.
Sure.
Heck of a,
I'll eat me some candy.
heck of a match tonight, by the way. Very nice.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Very nice. Starting with the first question about the indie scene. How much has it changed over the years?
Well, I mean, like I was saying, it's just it is the same from the indie scene all the way up to the national level.
Yeah.
You know, it is. There's a lot of things lacking in a lot of these guys' matches that I watch, and you know, I try to critique. You know, for me, it's still it always was and will always be a competition for me. You know, I've been competitive in sports since I was 5-6 years old. So I still watch matches, the matches that are on earlier.
Sure.
And then if I get a chance after I cool down after mine, watch the matches at the end of the night. But I have to watch the matches that are before me so I can see what they're doing and what I shouldn't do.
Right.
So a lot of people don't.
Good job, guys.
A lot of people don't do that. So.
Hey, good job.
Thank you.
Give me your hand.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. No,
You
an
did
interview.
better.
Live. This is live right now.
Thank you.
This is going in. Don't worry.
It's Sick Rick Matrix. Anything can happen
At
so
any
we just
time.
Let it fly with me.
Social media is blown up over the last between 5-10 years. How much is that? How much has that been a game changer in the wrestling business?
I really don't know because I'm not a social media guy. I've been chastised by a few, kind of disappointed in that fact that, I don't run to the internet.
Right.
I don't tweet. I couldn't even tell you how to get on it. I've always been one to use my work as my tool to let it speak for
For
what
itself.
I mean?
Yeah. Right.
I feel like, gosh, if I got a job because I tweeted or I had 50,000 followers, did I really deserve the job?
Right.
So but again, if somebody else, it works for somebody else, that's fine. It doesn't work for me.
Right.
So
I mean, you've been in the business as long as you have. What's a common mistake you see young wrestlers make? It's like one of those things where you sit there and you see them do something and you're like, oh, you probably shouldn't have done it.
almost a combination of what I had said.
Right.
They don't watch the match before them. They do the same thing that the match just happened. The match before them.
Sure.
Same move. A same scenario. Like tonight, 1,000 chops.
Right.
Opening first 3 matches.
Right.
If you're trying to get physical and tell a story, that's fine. But tell the story through the whole match. Don't just chop someone because you just want to get that woo factor or the you know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, you watched my match, right?
Right. It was very good. Yes.
Even though I did them, I made sure that there was a reason and a situation for when we were doing them.
Right.
And it meant something, and you guys were,
Right.
the crowd was really intense and into because we were staying with it.
Right. Because you were more calculated in what you were doing.
You don't just go to something and go away. You don't do something just to do it.
Right.
There has to be a reason behind everything that you do. So, yeah, common. To me, that's a huge thing. I see, a lot of guys. They just, like I said, even on the national level, I feel like they're all doing the same thing.
Right.
I think you've got to be aware, and see how the crowd's reacting.
Sure.
Because it's all on them. If they don't react to you, then you've got nothing. So standing around. I think there's a lot of hesitation. And because of the way that they're working their matches today, as far as calling way too much, and then the execution is just they're executing just to get to the spot,
Right.
or get to their next move, and there's no rhyme or reason
Right.
for it.
It's just to do it, just to do it, just to get that pop or the cheap pop.
So, yeah,
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you for
and
your...
plus everybody looks like they could work at the Verizon kiosk. That kind of bothers me too.
Right.
Everybody looks the same. You've got to try and break the mold and try and be different.
Right.
The character that I've developed. I mean, I've been Rick Matrix, since the start of my career, but the sick Rick Matrix character that I'm displaying now, it's just been developed over the last 5-6 years.
Right.
So, and I've taken it all over. I'm in the Midwest mostly now,
Oh, wow.
back out in Detroit, and I start up with Jerry Graham Jr.
Oh, wow.
in
Okay.
Toledo
Very nice.
next month.
Awesome.
So,
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know. It's frustrating. I love pro wrestling. I do. I love it. But
Right. Well, I want to thank you for your time tonight. Great match.
thank you.
Great match.
Appreciate it.
Best of luck
Appreciate it.
to you in the future.
Thank you.
And whatnot.